I may incorporate a bee. I haven't decided. But I'm going to do angels. Angels fly too. I'm making an angel. I'm going to show you how I made some angel wings. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I used a pink flamingo from Dollar Tree, and I cut off the neck part, and then I took and cut apart the pieces. Okay? I bought 2. So, there's 2. I have another set too. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I created these wings first. And if we have time, there's Nana's Nook. If we have time, I'll show you how I'm going to assemble. I don't know how much time I'm going to have, if I'm going to be able to get it all done in one live. But this is the first set I made off camera, trying to decide how I was going to do it. This is the inside part. This is the outside part. And so this is what I started with. It's a flamingo from Dollar Tree. I cut the neck off, and then I cut the pieces apart. Okay? I used it's not an X-Acto knife. It's a different kind of knife that I have, but you can use like an X-Acto knife and cut your pieces apart. So I'm going to just paint this so I can show you how I hooked it together, just so you will see that part, because that, to me, this is something that you could actually do for anything. I mean, you could hang these on your wall with photos. You wouldn't have to do what I'm going to turn it into. But you could create this and have pictures of loved ones that's passed away, and have this displayed just like this, and it would be beautiful. You could do a lot of different techniques to it. So I know this isn't a bird or a bee, but it does fly. So I'm going to show you how simple it is. I used chalk paint. And I'll tell you what I did, because when I first did one, I noticed that because this is plastic, when you would bump it, the chalk paint was coming off. And I was like, oh, I can't have that. So I decided that I would take a coat of Mod Podge after I painted it, and I would go over it with a good coat of Mod Podge. And then I tried to chip off some, and I didn't have, it does, I mean, if you really, really try hard, you might have some chips. But it doesn't come off like it does if you don't do some kind of sealer. You might be able to take it outside and spray it with a good sealer. Or if you have a clear poly to paint on it, you need some kind of sealer, because this is plastic and it will chip off. Let me say hello to some more people that have popped on. I see Michelle. Let's see, Lois. I said hello. And there's Nana's Nook. And Kathy, welcome, welcome. Hi, Queen Bee. There's Tanya. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. And, y'all, I'm trying to battle through this anxiety thing when I go live. It's still there. It's still there. I was like going back and forth on what I was I gonna do this craft after all? Because it's the craft I'm doing is a lot of steps, and I'm just not sure I'm really good at doing lives with lots of steps. I like to craft, and I don't know, I feel more comfortable off camera doing things, and I want to do things on camera. So just bear with me. These nerves, they just seem to be getting worse and worse lately. I'm supposed to go and help my youngest daughter, she's trying to do some organizing and she needs some extra help. And I'm hoping my nerves will let me do it. Hi, Shirley from Virginia. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Kathy, you've been in our prayers. I know I've been in your shoes. Actually, sadly, similar. I mean, I didn't know my daddy was going to pass away on me. Neither did you. So it's hard, and I know your mama's having a hard time too. But, you know, I won't tell you it'll get easier, because that's not necessarily true. The only thing I will say is that you learn to cope with it. You know, God gives us peace, and He gives us coping skills. And you'll have days, you might have weeks, you might have months, but God will eventually, you'll be able to cope with it. And that's at least how it was for me, with both my mama and my daddy. Yes, it really does help. I'm starting to feel blessed that it was quick, because my dad wouldn't have wanted. Yeah, I felt the same way. My daddy had done told me he did not want to be in any kind of nursing home. He didn't want no one having stress about him, or fret about him, or worry about him. And I was doing that anyway, because that's what daughters do when they know their daddy's health is deteriorating. But daddy was going quick was probably the best way, even though it was hard. Now I think back and I look back, I had a photo of him from the day before he passed away. And when I look at that picture, I should have known. I should have known something was wrong. His color wasn't right. I was in the middle of doing a fundraiser at church. We were doing a picture fundraiser, and I was in charge. And me and my sister-in-law, we were doing it together, and I was just distracted. I wasn't paying attention. And he wouldn't dare tell me. He didn't. He had a great fear that I would put him on a ventilator, because I had done that one time a couple years before he passed away. He had a heart cath, and he couldn't breathe when he came out, and they vented him, and I didn't stop him. And he didn't have that written anywhere, but he didn't like it. He told my sister-in-law, he said, if anything happens to me, you're going to need to be there, because Angie's not strong enough to tell him no. And I'm like, nope, I'm not. Dad looked like such. Yes, he did look like a sweet, sweet man. You just hang in there. Hang in there. Okay. So I'm going to dry this a little bit so I can give it a second coat. Hi, Jennifer. So good to see you. Pop on. I'm making some angel wings. Our event today is bees, butterflies, or anything that flies. So angels fly. They have wings. So I am making some angel wings. Yes, it has been a while. On a happy note today is a very special creator's birthday. And this creator's been battling some health issues, and she's not been able to craft in a good while. And we're hoping that she will pop on these lives, and she will see us saying, "Happy birthday!" And her name is June, and her page is Creating with Love by Junebug. If you would like to wish her a very happy birthday, I would appreciate that. I'm hoping that she will be able to come on and see all the wonderful happy birthdays. We miss her so much crafting with us. And we're praying for God to help her and give her strength through this journey that she's on. I'm putting a second coat on the second wing. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to test out putting some Distress ink on here and kind of bring out the feathers more. I'm using Waverly Ivory chalk paint. And it may be harder for everyone to see the details of the feathers. So I'm hoping that I can paint it with some, or put some Distress. I'm not going to paint. I'm going to use an ink pad. And I'm going to try to put some distressing on it so you can see the feathers more. Thank you all for wishing her a happy birthday. Yes, Dollar Tree. And I Jennifer, I cut it apart. See? I made wings. And this is the one I've made already. Try and make it fit in the frame. There we go. Isn't it cute? It wasn't my original idea. I seen it. I can't tell you who I seen it. I think it was on, it was either YouTube or a Pinterest thing. The first time I seen it. And I wasn't sure exactly. They didn't show exactly how they did it. So I had to just play around with it and figure out how. When I first made it, I did two. And I had them solid. And I thought, but I ain't going to be able, I don't know how I'm going to attach that to what I want to make with it. So I decided to cut it apart. I went searching. I found another person that had cut them apart. So it's not my original idea to make these into angel wings, but it is a cool idea and I'm excited to do it. Okay, let me dry these. Thank you, Tanya. Yes, Michelle, please do. Please do. I think it's so cool. That's the cool thing about Create Crafters. You know, we're here to inspire one another. So what I did with the last one that I made, I painted the inside as well. I'm not going to take time to do that right now because I want to be able to show you some of what I'm going to do with these. But what I did was I hooked them together. See how? And I had to cut these a little bit to the angle that I wanted for it to fit together just right here in the center. So just be aware how you cut your neck off makes different angles, and you may have to cut more. I did use like an X-Acto knife to separate the body apart into two wings. But then I was able to use like scissors, but be careful, you're probably going to ruin your scissors. But you could probably use an X-Acto knife to get to the right angle so that you can connect them. I'll show you on the inside. See, they kind of overlap, and I'll lay it in there. And then what I did was I just took some painter's tape and wrapped around it. And that's how I made these. See, it's just some painter's tape. And I painted over the painter's tape because how I'm going to do it, you're not even going to see this part, what I'm making. But if you were going to make something like just with the wings and have them like on the wall with photographs, you might not want to use painter's tape. You might just want to use some glue and glue them together on the inside, like E6000 or Gorilla Glue or something like that to hold them together. But I knew that I'm going to be hiding this part, just so you know, okay? So I'm not going to take the time to paint the inside, or I'm not going to tape them together on live. Because what I want to try is, I want to distress a little bit. And then I may need to put a coat of Mod Podge before I distress. Because my paint's trying to chip off, which that's where I was trying to connect it. So we might be okay. Let's try to distress first. Because I want to show you what I'm going to make with the rest. I know I won't have enough time to do the whole project, but I want you to see what I'm going to make. So, there they are. I thought I said them. I'm going to use ink pad. And this is a brown color, and it's the Stamp Abilities from Hobby Lobby. I keep these. I've started using these a while back instead of antique wax because sometimes I'm heavy-handed with an antique wax, and this is easier not to be. So if you don't want to distress or you want to do gold, a lot of people, there's some beautiful gold rub and buff and different things that you could add to the wings. I mean, that would make them absolutely gorgeous. But what I'm going to use them for is a distressed project. So that's why I'm going with using some of this. I just want that the texture of the wings to show a little more. So I'm just rubbing it lightly, not pressing really hard because I don't want it to look brown. I just want the texture to pop out. See how different it looks? Hopefully you can tell. So this is what we had. Yeah. This is what we had. And this is what it looks like after using a little bit of the ink pad. Okay? So to me, it makes the wings stand out more. And it you know, just makes it pop. So that's what I'm planning to do on the others as well. Go ahead and do this one. But I do recommend you seal it somehow, whether you spray it, you paint on poly, or you use Mod Podge, which is what I did on the other set. Something to protect your paint from chipping off. Okay? So, thank you, Jennifer. So that's what, I'm going to lay this to the side. And I'm going to pull mine that I already have done. Now, like I said, I did a couple coats of paint, chalk paint. Then I still got a little tiny bit of little spot right there. So it's not totally, but this has been moved around all kinds of places. Once you attach it to your project, you're not going to be moving it around. But I've had it on a little tray where I was working on it. And I'm sure that's why that happened. But this has been painted twice, 2 good coats, inside and out. And then a coat of Mod Podge put on top. And then, of course, any little spots touched up. Okay? So, I'm going to use my Distress ink pad. And I'm going to distress this pair of wings. Okay, there's that. Fixing to have to run, gotta make a trip to Bolivar. Oh, I sure will. In Jesus' name, for Noah. Love you, girl. Okay, so here we are. So, let me show you the rest of my project. And like I said, this is a work in progress. I'm hoping I can accomplish something. But it's still in my brain just working. So I took I had this sign. I have several of these kind of signs. And it had words, and I painted it all up, okay? Just skipping that step on the live, okay? And then I'm going to use this backside for my project. So I antique waxed it, and then I did crackle, okay? See my crackle? And how I did my crackle was after I antique waxed it, I put some Elmer's glue with a paintbrush, just painted it on. And then I put a coat of chalk paint over top of that. And then I used my heat tool to heat it up so that it would crackle. I think it did awesome. I was so excited to see it. Hi, Angela. Thank you for being here. Hi, Tracy. So good to see you. So this is going to be part of my project. I don't know if you all have ever seen, they call them a lot of times garden angels. And they do them large, like you would a leaner for a porch. They make them large with large planks of wood. And they usually make the wings out of a piece of some kind of angled wood. But we're going to use these wings. And then that has a head, and they do just different things. If you go on Pinterest and type in, Garden Angels DIY or something like that, you'll see all kinds of projects. This is going to be on a smaller scale. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to turn this over. I hope y'all can see. Yeah, okay. And my friend came over and we were trying to work out the kinks of how we were going to assemble it. So I decided that we decided that we would cut a piece of painter's stick to attach, and I hadn't got that painted. Hey, girl.
Hey.
You okay?
Yeah, I just carried some laundry down here and started it.
Okay.
So I'm a little out of breath.
Hannah's having her gender reveal at church tomorrow. We'll know if we got a boy or a girl. We think it's a girl. But I just seen a live of somebody that thought they was having a girl and they're having a boy.
Yeah.
So
I think several think the same. I guess we'll see.
did you see the video of their react or the pictures in the video? Did you see the video they posted of how they revealed that?
Who?
Sadie.
Oh,
You hadn't seen it?
really seen the video. I think I picked on the pictures. I don't think I watched the video.
There's a video on one of those posts. They did a Winnie the Pooh theme.
I know, I seen that they did.
And the video is of Winnie the Pooh. He's climbing up the tree. I guess it's something they purchased. And then at the end, it tells if it's a boy or a girl. It was pretty neat. I've never seen anything like that before. Okay, I'm going to dry this. We're doing wheels or heels.
Thing for ours.
Yeah, they're doing wheels or heels. They're going to have a motorcycle there.
Actually, two.
Oh, you're having both of them?
His dad's out of the shops.
They're going to have a motorcycle there, and it's going to
make more of an impact.
Put out smoke. It's the color of the baby. Gender. Hi, Lisa's Craft House. Okay. So, that's still a little wet. So what I'm going to do is, I've got this, and see, this is the top part of a paint stir stick, and we just cut it. And I'm going to attach it, I think, about right here with some glue. I'm just going to use hot glue because I'm going to take a staple gun and put a staple through it to make it more steady. But for right now, I'm just going to put glue. Hope that's centered. I'm just gonna hold it on. Yeah.
We need to remember to bring a funnel.
There's one at the church.
Okay. There is.
There's two actually at the church.
We thought there probably was, but we weren't positive.
I tried to use one to put that barbecue sauce in those things and made a mess more than
I
pouring it.
forgot about that, yeah. I won't think about that in a moment.
Okay, so got
They're
that.
Use it to put that in
And
height.
Let me hook this up.
We're gonna make sure everybody's inside when they go to do it, because it might spill on the ground.
Oh, they need to do it around back or somewhere.
Yeah, they might. They might.
Because if people see it on the ground, then they're going to know before
yeah.
Okay, y'all. I need to unplug something. Trying to decide what that is. I think that's that. Okay. So I'm just using a staple tool. Okay, y'all. I haven't used this in a while. Remind me how it works. Hold it
But
right.
if they do it around the back and then they have to drive them around,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you can't really do that. You just have to sweep it and hope.
They need to do it in the grass then.
Well, they're planning on doing it, and I'll make sure that they know. I mentioned that to Brandy. Not doing it in the grass.
See? Woo! There we go. Be in there. Okay. So, what I'm going to do next is I have these wings, and I'm hoping this part works. So, the wings are going to get set on the back of our project. Does that look centered, Hannah?
I mean, it looks like it, yeah. I'm thinking so.
Let me hold it up.
Is it up high enough to where you want it?
I think we decided we did want it a little higher, didn't we? When we talked about it. Like that. Because we got a head right here. Okay. So I'm going to put... I don't know if I can staple one in there. I guess I'll just do what I had to do. I'm going to put a staple right there. And I'm going to put a staple. I have to go this way. I don't know what that was. It's been flying. It worked. I think it worked. Okay. Yeah, let me put the safety back on that.
Oh, it was just your phone. Go ahead.
That's okay. Okay, y'all. So see what we have now? This is what we have now. So the next part that we're going to do is attach a head. And this is what I have for the head. It was a sign from Dollar Tree that I bought like when they were 50% off. So I think I paid like 50 cents for the surface. I painted it. This is going to be the back and this is going to be the front. Okay? So it's going to go like here. I got to turn this over. I think I'm just going to try to staple it to that and see what happens. It might stick through. We're going to try it anyway. No. Get the stapler back. It might not be long enough staple to go through that. Let's see. It did. Okay. The lock back on. Oh, it's not good enough. Okay, I'm going to have to do something else too. Oh, I put it on wrong anyway. Angela. Okay. I put it on wrong anyway. Let's see if we can get this staple out. Not hurt myself. Don't want to hurt myself. Also, for everyone's knowledge, I've been uploading all of my videos, my most recent stuff, to YouTube. I have a YouTube channel with the same name as my crafting page here on Facebook. So if you would like to follow me on YouTube or subscribe, I would love that. Eventually, I want to go do some lives. It's not going to work, so I'm going to have to... I forgot I needed to do it on this side. Like that. So I'm going to spin this around. Because I'm going to put hair at the top of our angel's head. We're going to lay this there. Really want to go this way. I really want to not have to put a spacer in there. Hold on. I might need a helper. Ooh, I hope I didn't. Ooh, babies. That was scary. That didn't work. Oh, if I break my glass tabletop thing, I'm going to be really upset. It didn't work. Okay. On to plan B. Here, I thought I was going to get the easy way. On the plan B. Okay. Plan B is going to be to glue it. We're going to put some hot. And then we're going to put some, I should have put the E6000 first. That one's about dead. No, my hot glue is going to, Angie, I'll tell you. No, I guess we're just going to do hot glue because that hot glue is going to get hot, get cold. And I'll add something later. I did it again wrong. Oh, Angie, get this wrapped around your brain. Did it again wrong. Ah, hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. It is what it is. Get that glue off. Let me heat that glue up a little bit. Thank goodness I didn't put E6000. Let's see if I can scrape it off with one of these. Man. My razor blades in the kitchen. Okay, I got an idea. Since I goofed that up, I'm going to put a little paint over that messed up part. We're doing rustic, remember? So it's not going to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. Do the best we can. I know, I should have done. Nice stuff. I'm not seeing any comments if anybody's here, so I'll still I don't know if they've quit scrolling or no one's talking or what. That's okay. Okay, so, man, that I goofed up again. I just keep goofing up. Supposed to do it here. Here. Ooh. About did it wrong again. Okay, so there's what we got. We got a head, we got wings, and we got a body. Okay. I hope it stays. Don't know, I might have to do something different. Not wanting to stay. So, I think what I might have to do. I think I might have to put a space. How that would work. Those. I just did that wrong too. Well, I'm not thinking straight today. I'm telling you. Not thinking straight. Kinda glad no one's hardly here. Hi, Doris. Thank you. Hopefully I can get all these kinks worked out. I'm having some kinks. I've been working on this project for a bit and just thought it was perfect for today because today is bees, butterflies, or anything that flies, and angels fly. So I thought this would be a good craft for today, but I'm having a little bit of issues. Hoping I can make this work. Thank you for cheering me on, Kathy. Thank you, thank you. I need it. I need it. I need it today. I need it today. And by the way, I hadn't even said today's event is put on by Love Quality Crafting and Design, and that is 4 amazing creators. One is Creating with Love by Junebug, who we are honoring today. It's her birthday. And then Quality comes from Quality Crafts by Kathy. And then Crafting comes from Bluebird Crafting. And Designs comes from LT Designs. They are all amazing friends and crafters. And I'm so excited to be a part. And I think it's going to work. Be a part of their event today. Okay, so it's not perfect. We got some bumps in the road, but we got a head, we got wings, and we have a body. Okay, and this is what it looks like on the back if you decide you want to try something. I stapled the wings onto the body. I put a piece of painter's stick up above to attach the head, and then I used 2 small of the Jenga blocks from Dollar Tree to make it where I could attach the stick to the Jenga blocks. Okay, so here we are. It's been a journey. Okay, so for the rest of the project, most of the angels that you see like this, they're holding something. And I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. I have some ideas, but I'm just not sure. I got out some pipe cleaners to use for arms. But I don't think that they're going to be strong enough for what I want to do, because what I want to do is I want to have arms that comes out and holds something. And I found this. It was lightweight. These were from Christmas. They were like those bulbs that you could get to make like snow globes. And I thought I might paint this, distress this, and have her holding it. And then I could put flowers, or I could put Christmas decorations. You know, you can change it out. That was part of my idea. But I don't know that the pipe cleaners are going to be strong enough. But I think we're going to try it. And we're going to see. And I thought possibly about doing like 3 pipe cleaners together. And then like making a braiding thing. To make the arms more, make them stronger and not as flimsy as one pipe cleaner would be. So you see I got 3 and I'm just braiding it. Okay, so now you see how much thicker it is versus one. It's heard something fall in there. Hope everybody's okay. Yeah, my husband's home today from work. He took yesterday and today off. He's got several things he needs to get done here at the house. Our yard needed mowed and weed eated, and it's been so hot. We have been under heat advisories for several days, and today we're getting a little bit of a relief. It's just 86 today. It's been being in the almost to 100 actual temperature the last few days. And then you have your heat index on top of that, so it's like danger level. It's really hard for my husband when he has to work outside. What he's doing right now, the job that he's doing is inside, but it's added on. They enclosed a carport on their house, and they're redoing the ceiling, and they did not run an air conditioner vent into that add-on. I don't know why. But, so they're having to leave a door open and a fan to try to get air in there so that Terry and his helper doesn't burn up. Hi, Brittany. Thank you for being here. We're making a garden angel is what they call it. It's just going to be kind of a lean-to craft that I'm going to lean on my front porch. And I'm using a flamingo from the Dollar Tree. I used one to make the wings. Okay, I'm just making some arms. So I took 3 pipe cleaners and I braided them. I think what I'm going to do is attach these two and twist it around from the back. We're going to try that anyway. I think I'm going to do it. We're going to try this. I just seen a catastrophe before it happened that I better take care of. My open container of paint in there. Let's not. Let's not do that today. End up in the floor. I don't really like these arms. I don't really like these arms. But let's see. I think I'm going to separate them. Whoa. Bump the camera. I think I'm going to separate them. Yeah, I think I'm going to glue them. I probably should have attached arms before I put the wings on. But it is what it is. So I'm going to attach them right up here. I got 3 minutes, y'all. I'm not going to finish this project, but I want to be sure to tell you that the next creator up after me is Michelle from Pretty Pieces by Michelle. You can see all the creators from today in the Love Quality Crafting and Design group. I'm just putting a piece of ribbon over top of that, glued to try to hold it down better. Kind of like when you put a hanger on the back of your craft. And you take a piece of ribbon and put over top of the hanger to kind of give it a little more strength. That's what I just did with that. I'll show you. See, I glued them up under the wing, and then I just put hot glue and then a piece of ribbon over top. I'm going to bring the arms around like so. These aren't perfect. They're going to hold my thing, hopefully. My goal is for them to hold this. And I'm thinking about hooking it like this, like their arms are folded. It's not going to be perfect, but attaching it like that, something like this, where it's holding it. And then I can fill this up with whatever seasoned stuff I want to put in it. Okay? So it's just so you get the idea. This is our angel. Her hands are not the greatest. It's not really what I had intended to do, but we're going to make it work. I had some beads to put on for her hands, but I hadn't done it yet. Anyway, so I'm not sure. I'm going to play around with it, and I will post finished pictures. I had a live early in the week, and I still haven't finished my craft all the way, so hopefully I'll get that finished and this finished, and I'll get some finished photos posted. I hope that you will go and see the next creator, and don't forget to be a blessing. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me.